What is up, guys? Welcome on into another edition of TK's Garage. And today, we're on our way out to IAA to get an IAA walk around in. I'm excited. And I'm about tired of this dinging ass seatbelt. Let's go. So, welcome back on in, guys, and today we're going to get into an IAA walk around. Depending on what time we get out, or what time I get done at the auction, will depend on whether or not we end up seeing a a live auction. I'm guessing we'll get them both in, but I guess you'll find out as we get towards the end of the video. I got about a 8-mile ride out, so we're gonna roll out and jump on in. Some of the stuff I don't normally get to show you guys out here, and one of the things I did say I was going to talk about on the second channel is kind of like the Airbnb empire, or the little Airbnb business that I am slowly but surely building out here in Las Vegas. And just got a chance to jump into a new place. No, I don't own it. I lease it, and I'm renting it. It's actually doing, or Airbnb-ing it. It's actually doing really well. It's amazing that you can take, and it depends on regions and laws in your area, but it's amazing that you can take somebody else's property, put a couple TVs in it, a fridge, and some basic necessities, and then Airbnb it for like 3 to sometimes 4 times the rent over a month, and just pocket that money. It's insane. I'm really shocked that a lot more property owners aren't just Airbnb-ing their stuff and not renting. Crazy. Anyways, we'll save that for another video. I'll drop that on More with TK for you guys. But what we're going to do is we're going to pop out over here and then get into this walk around. All right, guys, welcome on back. We're here, IA. We're going to get this walk around in. Now, I'm using the S22 Ultra to film today because the GoPro keeps overheating. My DSLR, my mirrorless camera, they all keep overheating because it's 120 friggin' degrees outside. So, let's see how this does. Things first, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the newest IAA win. That's right. You're going to say, TK, why are you buying this busted, ratted out E38 on 4 flat tires, doesn't run, missing parts, and it is an absolute complete piece of crap that has sat out here for almost a year? Why did you do that? Well, if you didn't know, I literally got my E38 back here recently, and I needed a vehicle for parts, and it's much easier for me to buy an entire car that's a parts car for, say, doors or mirrors, or hey, look at those perfectly great chrome M Sport wheels. All of these parts cost money, and when you can win a car like this for 175 bucks, 380 after fees and whatnot, and get out the door, this is an automatic win. But more on that E38 here in a little bit. It's going to sit there until I get back and I get done with my walk around. What we're going to have to do is hire a tow truck to get it back to the shop. So stay tuned. We see the IAA iBid Live. That's a new thing that's going on, where you can actually like see some of the cars in live time. That's actually kind of cool. I actually like that they're changing it up and doing something different. Oh my God, no way. Another Plaid with a brake failure, huh? This seems to be a growing theme with these Teslas with brake failures. I just don't get it. If I was, and I like Elon Musk, man. I like Tesla. I own stock in them. But if I had a Plaid, I think if I bought one of these for 100 and something thousand, which for that price, I wouldn't buy it. Go buy like a used Lamborghini, or I mean, I don't even know if you can get a Gallardo for that price anymore, but you get what I'm saying. I wouldn't buy one of these when you have so much power. Like a 1,000 horsepower car with average brakes. It's a recipe for disaster. Now this one also has a front end collision, not as serious. I'm gonna guess this one's not a plaid, but it is a 100D. Not a plaid, but still has insane power. And yeah, took a nice little boop boop to the front. Windshield cracked as well. This one's definitely repairable though. You could definitely fix that. You could definitely see that happening. All right, let's keep it moving and see what else we find along the way. I would look out here. A lot of this stuff still has to be like they don't get like personal effects and stuff out of here, so I can look at these, but we're trying not to puke today. You know, it's super friggin' hot. When it's so hot, you can't even sweat. Whew. That's that desert heat, baby. All right. And guys, no, I didn't bring the gimbal today. Hopefully we'll see how good the stabilization is on the video out of the Samsung today. Huh. Nice little Alpha. Took a little boop boop to the front. Nothing too major. Looks like a front end clip. Maybe some core support stuff behind it. Unless it's got undercarriage. It's a Giulia. Oh, it doesn't run. Huh. Interesting. It's from here in town. Huh. It looks exceptionally clean, if you ask me. Outside of that little boop in the front, and I don't even think the hood is buckled. I think, oh, wait a minute. If you look right down there, you'll see how that crash bar is bent in? So it did get some, it's got a big buckle right there. Yeah. Yep. So maybe the frame got a little tweaked. I don't know. I don't think it would be anything too major where I wouldn't want to fix it, right? God, the interiors on these are just beautiful, man. Oh, what a beautiful car. It does have a no start on it. It does run, I'm sure it runs, but it does have a no start on it, so we're not going to start it up. Got the start stop there on the wheel like it's something crazy. Very clean, man. Very clean. Different driving modes. Like a little touchpad and whatnot. This is clean. I like this. It almost seems like they get their instrument clusters from Audi, I wonder. Or maybe it's a, oh, wait a minute. This is a FCA product, so it's all Dodge stuff, right? Oh, yeah. It's all Dodge stuff. You should know better, right? Like, look, even the headlight thing, does it look familiar, Challenger owners? Come on, man. The steering wheel, I mean, they did make it a little nicer, but like even the button setup, that's cool though that the start and stop is on here. But that's a little different. I'm trying to, this is what's cool because you can go through and look at all of the different stuff that you know came from a Dodge product. I love the embroidered headrest too. Beautiful car. Definitely. I like them. They're, you know, it's kind of like a 3 Series. I feel like I'm too big for a 3 Series now. I had the opportunity to get the M3 before I got the 5 Series, and I just went with the 5 over the M3. I know you go, you took a 540 over an M3. Yes, because it was more luxurious, had more features. The motor was more durable, and it could be tuned. So, yeah. The M3 was older, by the way. It wasn't like it was like mine's a 19. The M3 I was looking at was like a 13, I believe. So, but this is not bad. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. Hey, how come you don't ever show any Subarus, man? You never show any WRXs, man. You never show any, shut up. All right, look, Subaru. WRX. Looks fairly clean, doesn't it? I think so. Looks like it's missing whatever clips here on the sides. Definitely some damage down here on that front lip. But going around it, key scratches. Oh, there it is. The cheating on my baby mama special. There it is. Loser. Loser. This should just be a prime example. Fellas, you got to tighten up, man. You can't, like, I guess if you're gonna do that, don't get caught. And the fact they totaled it for just that, and I mean, there is some scraping over here on the rear, but they totaled it for that. I smell skunk too. I smell it now. I'm hoping it's not out here. Do not spray me today. Oh no, the interior is ratchet. I wonder if the chick that wrote loser on the door sat in that seat. Whew. It's bad when that seat, oh wait a minute, this one's already cloth. So yo, this thing is like Franken or WRX. It's got a leather seat over there, a cloth seat over here. The hell? Missing the shift knob. Come on, man. Come on, man. Really? You stole the shift knob before you gave it back? All right. Well, I don't know if it runs. It's listed as a non-runner, non-driver, so wonder if she poured sugar in the gas tank. What do you guys think happened to this car? Outside of the loser across the side, let me know in the comments. All right, guys, next we have a Ford F-250 with the 6.7 Power Stroke. Looks like it's got a nice little lift kit on it. Took a nice little boot to the front. Now, I don't know exactly what hit this thing or what happened, but it don't look too pretty. But this was probably bigger, and whatever it hit probably looks a lot worse than this does. From what I'm looking at here, it doesn't look like, yeah, it looks like the radiator and stuff was damaged right here in that cooler. So maybe some minimal cooling stuff. Hood, headlights, grill, front bumper because of that. Fender. How'd the other fender look? The other fender actually looks good. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, it's kind of bowed in. It got pushed back, so the door bowed up against it. Maybe could be fixed. I don't think so, though. If you want it to be right. All right. Come around the side. The rest of the truck looks good. And yeah, it might have hit something where it pushed that front end a little bit back. But Pro Comp, I mean, geez, man. Nice wheels and tires. I mean, little minor scratches here or there, like on the body right there. But nothing too ridiculous. Little dent right here in the bed. That could be worked out. Gotta love having dog shit on the wheels, right? Whew. That's what I smell. Airbag. Ooh, airbags did deploy in the seats and the curtains. That's probably what totaled it. Believe it or not, it's funny. Insurance companies will total stuff for airbags more than anything else, man. Yep. All the airbags, not the ones on the bottom, but the curtain on this side and both of those. Which means that windshield's also done. Huh. Interesting. It is listed as a non-runner and do not start. So we won't be starting this one today. But yeah, you can see where that fender, where the door is catching that fender. So that's bad. Nothing you can do about that. Overall, not a bad, I mean, it'd be a decent rebuild project for somebody that wants an F-250 for cheap. This is a 17. It's not that old. Tires still look decent on it. Wheels look decent on it. It's worth it. It'd be worth a rebuild. This all would depend on what it sells for. Have to say, out here and almost 120 degrees of heat. The S22 Ultra is performing great. I'm loving the fact that I can film and not have to stop every 5 minutes to cool my damn camera down. Ding. I know in the BMW community, we have people that will put M badges on non-M cars. But who thought it was a good idea to put an R8 badge and a V10 badge on, what is this, an A4? I mean, I see the body kit. I see this was obviously a race car, but damn. 2018 Audi RS3. This was an RS3, and you had the R8. The whole engine and everything is out of this thing. Hood goes up. The engine and everything is right here. The whole powertrain is sitting right here, which I find interesting. All right, guys. So, unfortunately, you know, I talked all that good stuff about how great the camera was, and she finally did overheat and cut off. But, you know, I expect it when it's 120 degrees out here. No matter what I shoot with, it's gonna die. But this is cool. So this is basically like a legit race car. This is literally a race car, and that's super cool. I think it is super cool. Comes with 4 tires. I'm guessing that's the exhaust, the downpipe, and the exhaust going out the back, which goes all the way out to... So this thing must have got hit and like ripped the whole thing out of it. You can see the racing seat is in here, and everything else, the roll cage. This thing was a legit race car, and it's got like a, I guess, an escape hatch at the top. Wow. Definitely took some damage. It looks like it maybe lost control and slid into something and broke. Just crazy, man. Not something that you see every day, and I bet you that was a massive friggin' wing that they had on the back of this thing. I just think it's hilarious that they have an R8 tag on a V10. It's just like, what? Absolutely crazy. Crazy. Which gets us to our next vehicle. This is a 2020 Chevy Silverado. A little bit different than my Silverado. I had a RST, I believe, and it was diesel. This is E71, but for all intents and purposes, they're all pretty much built the same. This one looks like it took a hit or a ding back here on the rear of the tailgate, broke the tail light, kind of buckled it right here on the entire bed. Ouch. And then it looks like it took another hit over here, which came over here, broke this tail light. So this entire bed, I know someone to tell me, TK, they could pull it out, it could be body worked, it could be fixed. Nah, just replace the bed, replace the bumper, and keep it moving, because I know it probably hit the cab, and that might be why they totaled it. I don't see any cab damage here, so maybe the frame kinked a little bit. She looks clear right here. Yeah, frame looks all right. Oh, that's what it is. I knew it had to hit the cab somewhere, and that's it right there. This is what totaled it. You can see the paint cracked. Now here's the thing though, this minuscule area, like, I know you're not gonna completely get this out, but with some good body work, you could definitely just fix that. Put another bed on it. This truck is 100% fixable, rebuildable. It's got the nice Chevy rubber mats. It's like a $240 upgrade. It's got the cloth seats, which suck. I know both of my Tahoes, the Z71 and the LS, had that. No wireless charging in the center console, kind of disappointing. Has the power lift gate. I love that. Runs like a champ. Ooh, that AC is cold on the jump. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Not bad. 4-wheel drive, that's a win. So you got 4 high, 4 low, 2 auto. Does it have a trailer? Nope, no trailer switch. No extra stuff over there, no extra buttons over here or here. You could put some more accessories here though. Huh. This would be a good base for someone to buy to build as a show truck. You know, like if they wanted to do their own thing with it and have a good base, this would be a good base. You know, 3-liter V8, 24,990, so basically 25,000 miles. The 2020, still under warranty. Not bad. And not completely nasty or nothing. I mean, there's probably several thousand parts in those seats already, but you know, whatever. Not extremely disgusting or nasty. Somebody cared for it. Overall, not a bad truck. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below on this Chevy Silverado. Do you think it's worth the rebuild? I kind of think it is. I think it's probably also going to go for a lot of money, where people are going to see that it's really just the bed and just that corner of the cab right there. Yeah, this thing's gonna sell for some significant dough. I have no doubt. Whew, I had to sit here for a minute, enjoy some of this wonderful AC, and put my hat on here for a second, let it get nice and cold, keep my head cold, because it's a hot one out here today. 118 degrees currently. Whew. Tell me I'm gonna lose a lot more weight from sweating it out. That's what's gonna happen. Oh man, so I think we got time to look at one more car, and then we'll jump into the live auction and we'll see what some of the vehicles are going for. And somebody had tipped me out to a certain auction we're going to look at today, where they have some crazy ass deals, and we're going to see if there really is like $25 to $500 nice cars. And I'm talking like 2020s, 2018s. Like when somebody hit me up with this, I was like, nah, I don't believe it. Nah. But we're going to go see it. We're going to look at one more car, and then we'll jump into it. Oh, man. Nothing like some cold air or cold sweat, because that's what's in my hat. And now it's ice cold on my head. I love it. I am going to get an adapter where I can plug my mics into this S22 Ultra, guys, which will make the audio a lot better as far as the wind and whatnot. So stay tuned for that. I got to put these back on, evidently. So we're going to finish up today. I said one, but we're going to look at two. And I did say cars, but I lied. We're looking at trucks, baby. First things first, we got a 1974 Ford. Yes. And it's an F100. It looks really clean, doesn't it? Well, I'm sure you're wondering, like, what's wrong with it? It ain't got no gas in it. Actually, it's got plenty of gas. But it's got an extra wheel. Custom. There's no loss type. I don't know why it's here. Looks like it's missing a tail light lens on that side. This would be a great little restoration project for somebody for sure. I mean, this thing is beautiful. Look at this damn thing, man. Plush seats. God, they don't make them like they used to, boy. Let me tell you. Got a fresh ignition down there hanging with a key in it. I wish I could start this one for y'all, man, but it's listed as a do not start. Huh. Beautiful truck, though. Definitely beautiful truck. What do you guys think about this, huh? Could you see me riding around in something like this all the time? I'd have to resto mod it. Last but not least, we're looking at a Dodge Ram. Now I know y'all gonna get mad. Oh, TK, it's a Ram. It's not a Dodge Ram. I know it's a Ram. I'm just antagonizing the trolls. Ram 1500. I don't think this is a Rebel. It might be. It looks very similar to mine. Nope. It's just a regular 1500 Laramie. There we go. Very nice. Oh, sad there was a Seahawks fan, but got a bed cover, which looks like it is damaged. Now, I know you're going to say, well, TK, what happened to this truck? You see this right here? Look very closely at this. See that? That, ladies and gentlemen, is a water line. And that water line goes all the way down the truck, okay? The doors are cracked, and it is taped shut because this is a flood. Now, you can... All right, kind of caught me a little bit off guard. Oh, almost like some of these fatality cars out here. Oh, whew, got me. I'm ready now. Let's go. Whew. Overall, the interior looks fairly clean. Nice leather seats. Yeah. Got the whole Laramie package. Very clean. No power, obviously, and got the big center screen. Flood damage. Could it be fixed? Possibly, but you got to understand, it depends on what kind of water it was in. I don't think it was in LA, so I don't think it hit any salt water. So it's probably just fresh. And I'm guessing they winched themselves out because the winch is hanging out. But it looks like they might have got into a little bit too deep of water, and that was it. It's got the big long mirrors too. They were doing something with this truck. The step on this side is broken. Yeah, this thing went through something, but you can see the water line again here. It was all the way up here to the door, which is a little bit under the seat. But yeah, see, as long as it didn't suck up water into the motor, and there's really no way to tell. I mean, I could open the hood and look. Yeah, see, somebody's already opened the air box to look to see if there is water in here. But the thing here in Nevada, where it's a desert, I need to put this back. I hate when people do that. You're not supposed to tamper with these vehicles when you're here, guys. If you do have the opportunity to come out, please don't take apart vehicles, okay? Just don't do it. It's not a good time, all right? You will get banned. Everything in here looks okay. The best thing I would do to check, I mean, your really only option is to really just pull the oil dipstick and take a look at the oil. And she doesn't look like it's got water mixed in with it. There's no milkshake, so, you know, it might have just had an electrical failure and failed, and it might have some modules and stuff that are done. Can we get it in the hole? Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Let me zoom in on that. It's like a game. Oh, get in there. Yes, we win. To put some gonna have to put some epic music to that. But anyways, yeah, I don't know, this one might be okay. It could possibly be a decent rebuild project. Would have to see. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think in the comments on this one. All right, guys, as much as I don't want to go today, that's going to be it for this. So we have to get out of here if we want to jump into the live auction in time. If you enjoyed today's video and you like what I do me a huge favor, give it a big thumbs up. It does nothing but help the algorithm, so that it's the best thing you can do, and it's free, and it helps spread these videos everywhere across YouTube, so that we can continue to mess with trolls, moms, and continue to you know, spread the gospel of salvage vehicles. But with that said, that's going to do it for me on the live portion of us walking around. What we're going to do now is, if you guys want to see what some of these vehicles actually sell for at auction and see trucks selling. Now, I'm told that what we're about to see is we have trucks that'll sell for less than $100 that run and drive. I don't believe it. I had to see it for myself, and I want to take you guys along with me. So let's jump into the live auction and see what these cars and trucks are actually selling for. All right, guys, we can get in and get started with a Chevy Malibu LS. High bid on it's $475, $500. Yeah, they're gonna bid on that in Mexico. That's a cab right there. They will run that sucker into the ground. $600. Now, Denver is, or Colorado is one of these states. Like I said, I told you the laws and how they do whether you can bid or not bid, and I will do a video on that, on like states you can bid in and states you can't bid in with IAA, that allow you to bid with no license. Just being a person, an individual that wants to bid on these cars. I'll do a video on that. Look at this though, 75 bucks. It doesn't look like the bids are going crazy. 2012. Yeah, they'll catch up though. Once people see like, oh, nobody's bidding on that, well, let me take a shot at it because it's cheap. See, these auctions, like in Colorado, look at that, 200 bucks for a 2012 Nissan Altima. Wow. Now, it's not like a 2012 Nissan Altima is a friggin' trophy or a prize, but what I mean by that is, I mean, it is kind of crazy to see a, you know, running and driving car that didn't look too horrible for 200 bucks. I mean, worst case scenario, even if you sold the parts off that car, you'd probably 5x your money. You know what I'm saying? 600 bucks for a Suzuki. Now that one would be hard to get parts for. Chevy Cruze Eco definitely would be interesting. No bid. Nobody's even taking a shot at this car. There we go. Current high bid, $475. There we go. $525. $625. Still not bad. Let's look at the details on it. Mechanical, which tells me that the turbo is probably shot or the motor is grenaded. It only has 60,000 miles though. $725. Not bad. Here's a Chevy Sonic. It's not hard tuned though. It's an LTZ, top of the line food stamp car. 125 bucks. 200. This one's collision and mechanical. Clear title. So this one might go for a little bit more money than you expect because of that clear title. 600. 625. Airbags are intact. I mean, even if it grenaded, I mean, even if you had to throw a motor in it, if you could get a cheap motor, like a dealer could make some money on that. A 2014 Sonic LTZ. I don't know what their book value is on it. Can't be much. But I mean, look at this. At 800 bucks, like anything under 1,500 bucks on this car, I would consider a win. The collision damage doesn't look that serious. Less than $1,000. I mean, Denver might be the new honeypot. If you're a I'm a wholesaler, so I could sign in with the dealer's license and boom, pick up cars here. Now, the general public, don't get it twisted. There's still ways that you could get these crazy deals that you see here at like Denver and some of these other yards where it's a dealer only kind of situation. And I kind of recommend looking in those areas because you're not bidding against everybody else in the general public that's just throwing money at stuff. You know what I'm saying? You could literally get one of these deals. Look at that. $2,300 for a Maxima. Here's a 2020 Altima. No bid. Let's see what it goes for. Very interested here. 4,000 bucks. Clear Colorado title. So it got hit in the front and the back. Definitely could be fixed. But where this is a 2020, like this would probably book out with a clear title. A clear title. It's going to book out for higher than whatever it sells for here today. I'm willing to bet. And even if you had to replace the front bumper, replace the front clip, maybe do a little body work to the rear and fix it, I think anything under $7,500 on this car is probably a steal. Let's look and see what we get. $4,900, $4,950, $5,000, $5,050. All right. $5,100, $5,200. Like I said, anything. Wow, dude, it ain't that serious. That dude came out on the gas and then locked up his brakes. $5,200, that was a deal. Walk-in van, these are like the Snap-on Tools vans, or the vans that say free candy on the side. No bid, nobody even bid on that. Wow. Someone could have just threw $100 at it. I mean, the scrap value on that would have been insane. Wow, wow. But that's the thing, guys. There's literally so many deals to be had. And getting back to what I was saying, I would recommend bidding in an area where a dealer license is required. Let me tell you why. Because you can go through a broker. You can go through somebody like myself. You could go through another dealer. You could go through an authorized broker, and there's a ton of them. I don't know if IAA actually markets brokers. But you could go through a dealer, and, you know, most brokers, they're charging like 1% of the sale or whatever it is. It just depends on what the vehicle is, right? Or maybe it's $100 flat fee. And I know you're gonna say, well, I don't want to pay somebody $100 to be able to use my own money to bid on something. I get that. But then think about it, you could bid on that same car in an area where it's open to the general public, and you're gonna pay $1,500 on average more because you're bidding against somebody else in the public that can bid on that car. So brokers are not bad. And you can find some insane deals. Now, what I've been doing here recently, as I just got started, I announced it last year that I was doing the broker thing, and I haven't done a ton because I haven't had the time. But now that I'm settled in out here on the West Coast and everything is rolling, I have more time. And I've been doing the brokerage for people for free. I did like 7 cars last month for people, and I'll probably do that for a little bit longer, and then I'll probably set some nominal fee like $50 or something to bid on cars for people in dealer only bid areas with whatever the surrender deposit is. So what a surrender deposit is if I bid on a car and I decide I don't want to pick it up, you pay a penalty or a fee for not completing the transaction. And I had to figure out what IAA's is. I know, like, for example, COPART $600, right? But depending on whatever IAA is, so we'd do that plus a nominal fee, and the $600. Like, let's say, for example, IAA is $600. I would apply that to whatever the purchase of the vehicle is. So no big deal. But then if somebody uses me to bid on a vehicle and then they don't actually follow through to pay for the vehicle, I give IAA or COPART or whatever the $600, and then it doesn't hurt my account, and you're out $600 plus a fee. So, well, yeah. So we're doing the brokerage thing again, and like I said, I'm not saying that just to promote myself to say like, hey, you should buy a car and da 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 da. I'm saying look in areas where it's dealer only, and compare some of those auctions and prices to what you would see. Compare some of those prices to what you see in dealer only areas, and I think you're going to find you'll save a ton of money. A ton. Oh man, they have some insane, like, I'm just looking at the value and pricing. Now, we have some good deals in Las Vegas and in Los Angeles for that matter. I've seen some insane deals, but man, let me tell you, like, just seeing some of the crazy deals I'm seeing today in Denver, I think I need to make a trip. I might need to make a trip out to Denver. Whew.